Hey, what's going on? This is Darren coming to you with another quick lesson. This question was asked to me is, does everyone have a calling? Can we have more than one calling? So to answer that, I'd like to talk to you for just a moment and read a few scriptures to you. Romans chapter 8 verse 28. And we know that all things work together for the good of to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, he also justified. And whom he justified, he also glorified. What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? So God calls people for a purpose for him. The Bible says he predestinates us to be like Christ and to be called, justified, and glorified, to do all things for God. If God is for you, who can be against you? So God predestinates our calling. That means God already knows what he wants for you to do in your life. Matthew chapter 2 verse 14. For many are called, but few are chosen. That word in Greek means invited. When you're invited to go somewhere, you can always use your free will and say no. I'd rather not go. It's the same with God. He's invited you to do a work, but if you say no to that work, then you're not the few in the chosen category. The few chosen will be those who accept the invitation to do for God, above themselves. We are all called to do for God, whether that be a light by witnessing to others or being a pastor. If you've not found your calling for God that we all have, I would begin to pray that God leads you. It normally starts out in baby steps. If you're called to be a pastor, then you could begin with a simple testimony, turning into evangelism. Down the road, you'll be a pastor. God will not put something on you that you're not ready for. He has not prepared us. God has to prepare us to do our work that we're chosen and called to do. As always, thank you for watching. God bless.